Now I just want to say before this video starts that this video isn't aimed at anyone in particular, this is just a generalisation. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Yo guys, so we're back and today we are doing a 5 types of people you used to get in high school. Lego. So our first kind of person that we used to have in school was the roadman. Now these guys, they weren't necessarily chavvy, they were just popular and they'd be basically the hard kids in school. You didn't really want to mess with them. So yeah, that's kind of the first kind. I mean, yeah, you really didn't want to get on like the bad side of them because they're harder and stronger than you. So just don't mess with them really. Number 2. So the second kind is kind of the IT nerds, if you will. Now these guys would usually have like a laptop or a computer with them at pretty much all times. And they'd always be doing something like gaming or programming or something like that. You never know what they'd be doing. So that was number 2. Now moving on quite swiftly to number 3. Now number 3 was basically the outcasts. You'd always have those people in high school who just didn't really talk to anyone, kept themselves to themselves, and they just basically got through high school without talking to pretty much anyone. I mean, they'd have a few friends, but they'd basically just be by themselves, and that's what they enjoyed. I mean, I haven't got a problem with that. Yeah. Now number 4 is kind of like the jock stereotype. So they'd always be dead sporty, always go for nearly every sport there was basically. So they'd all try out for all the different teams. So you'd have the guys who went for rugby, football, hockey, handball, volleyball. I don't know what that was, but that just was not me. I hated PE in high school. But yeah, that's number 4. So you always had that kind of jock stereotype guy who's like popular, but he's also dead sporty as well. And they might fit into the roadman category of being hard and you didn't really want to mess with them. But they also have their own separate category, which is the jocks. Now our 5th type would be the geeks and the nerds. Now these guys will talk about pretty much anything geek or nerd related. Now as I said at the start, none of these are really aimed at anyone. They're just general like types that I'm assuming other schools had, because I mean I only went to one high school, but you had those people that went to quite a few different high schools. I might even throw that in at the end as a 6th type, but we'll have to see how it goes. But 5th type is geeks and nerds. So these guys would always have their heads in the books. They'd always be talking about maybe, I don't know, Marvel or superheroes, stuff like that. And they'd always be doing them. I mean, I know I've got a few friends now that are still like that. I mean, they're the best kind of people in my opinion, because they're people I can associate myself with. But yeah. Now, as I said, I did say I was going to add in a 6th one just then, and the 6th one is going to be the people who just kept moving, and they wouldn't be in school for very long. They'd maybe be in school for a couple of months or maybe even a year or 2, but then they'd move to a different school and then they'd be in that one for maybe a year, move, a couple of months, move. You would get those occasional people who did that. But yeah, that's who I thought were the main types of people in high school. If any of you have any other different suggestions, please do leave them in the comment section below. But that's it for this week's video. If you enjoyed, please leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe, and I can't even speak. Don't forget to go and hit that notification button to go and get notified every time I upload a video, because yeah, we thought you'd have done it just by subscribing, but apparently not. So do it and go and hit that notification button like I've just said. And yeah, leave a comment with any video suggestion ideas, and I will see you guys next week. Adios.